What's going on, guys? So this video, this is going to be on the topic, stop letting people bring you down to their level. Okay? Stop letting people find ways to bring you down off of your level. This can be from you being in an argument with somebody and they're getting you out of character. This could be a conversation that you're having with 2 or 3 other people, and then someone wants to jump in and bring down the, what do they call it? Bring down the value of the conversation. You know, they want to, y'all are talking about a business or something dealing with something educational or dealing with maybe health, and this person wants to talk about, oh man, you see that girl over there, or that man over there, or you remember when so-and-so got into a fight? You know, like, they want to talk about nonsense and dysfunction. You know, we got to get to where we separate ourselves from people like that as much as we can. You know, I'm not saying you got to just cut people off, but there's a time where if you want to grow, you have to start being around people that have the same or similar thinking that you have. And what I mean by this similar thinking, I'm speaking of people that want to stay away from dysfunction when it comes to conversations, lifestyles, people that want to you know, speak on a topic that has some substance to it. You know, like we done gotten to a point to where, you know, like I said, you could be having a conversation talking about something of value, something of substance with your friend, and then you got that one friend that wants to come in and start talking about a fight or some females, or, oh man, let's talk about sports. You know, nothing wrong with sports, but if I'm talking about business or something educational or something of value, why are you coming into the conversation talking about sports or a fight or something ignorant or low value? It's because most of these people, they feel uncomfortable that you are speaking on something dealing with like a business. They feel like you're leaving them out. You feel like it really bothers them that y'all aren't speaking on dysfunction. It bothers them. They feel like they're left out, like y'all, they think they're better. So what they do is they come in and, you know, you see this stuff where the person comes in and tries to change the whole conversation. Yeah. Even some of y'all in relationships. And I mean, I'm not gonna dive deep down into it, but some of you drop your value, your self-esteem is so low that you're willing to let someone bring you down to their level. You know, and a lot of y'all think that money can save you guys. Money can save the person that you're with, and it can. Okay? I got a neighbor who, I'll try to make this short and sweet. We got into it because he had company over, and they hit my car. And he tried to get away with it, but one of my neighbors seen it. So they called me. He begged me for like 45 minutes not to call the police. You know, oh man, we're gonna take care of it, and even if I gotta give you the money for it, you know, man, we got you, man. I got bread over here, man. I got bread. 52-year-old man. They stalled me out basically long enough to where I couldn't report the wreck. So here's a man who one day came home and was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry I couldn't work it out. Basically trying to spit in my face and act like he didn't know what he did. So I called him out on it. So he didn't like that. Oh man, we got money, nigga. We got money, nigga. We got money over here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, and did all that. This is a 52-year-old man talking like this. You see what kind of car I'm driving? And at this time, my vehicle had just been stolen. Vehicle had just been stolen. And he's like, you ain't even got no car, nigga. You ain't even got no car. Look what type of car I got. Now, the street that we live on, he's the only person on the street that's renting a home. I own my home. I'm probably the only person on my street without a house note. Yeah, no house note. My house is worth over $500,000. And this man is talking about a car. And this is why you can't let people bring you down. Because I could have easily told him everything that I just told y'all. This man doesn't even have a clue. And 9 times out of 10, he knows it. But he wants to bring me down with him. He's talking about a 2015, 2016 BMW 745. He's got 2 or 3 kids, 2 kids that are over the age of 16, and none of them drive. 52-year-old man, half my age. None of his kids drive. And they rent. He'd rather drive a nice car than go buy a nice house for his family. See, this is why I told y'all you gotta get to where, and a part of me, like the old me, the 10 years ago me, oh man, I would have hurt his feelings out there. I'd have hurt his feelings after he said that. But you can't let people bring you down. They want to bring you down so you can argue about some of the simple stuff. I had somebody say, well, I don't really care about traveling like that because, you know what I'm saying? I like my house. I like to put money in my house. And this ain't a person that lives in a fortress now. This ain't like, look, don't try to discredit people that like to travel because you can't do it. Don't discredit people who like to go out and see the world because you're uncomfortable with being out of your box. And that's what this person tried to do. He basically tried to come up with excuses of why he don't do this. No, you don't do it because you can't. And you don't do it because you're uncomfortable. Okay? Do not let people bring you down to their level. Because they will do it and you will lose and you will regret it. That's a real thing. I used to hear people saying and I'm like, I ignored it. But no. It's a real thing. And it's different levels of that. It's different ways that can happen. And you can really ruin your life. Okay? And you can really waste your time. You know, I got homeboys that I probably see once a year. Not saying that if they call me or if I get a call to say, hey, they got some trouble, I'm pulling up. I got homeboys that I ain't seen in probably almost 3 years, 2 or 3 years. I hear something popping off, I'm pulling up. Because, I mean, with the pandemic going on, now, you see everybody on social media anyway now. But I'm talking about physically, face-to-face. I got homeboys that if I knew that they was in trouble, I'm pulling up. I ain't seen them in like almost 2 or 3 years. You know, but I still won't spend my time with them like that because their conversations are low value, not really any substance. The conversations are, bottom of the barrel. And we got to get to a place where we're trying to be better. I'm trying to be better up here. I'm trying to become a better person, get a bigger heart. I don't want to stay stuck. I don't want to swim in dysfunction. And that's what we got to get better at, guys. That's what this video is for. If you're striving, don't let people make you feel guilty because you want to be better. Whether it's financially, spiritually, or mentally. Don't let people do that. Don't let them bring you down. Y'all have a good one.